One inspiring figure has got to be Greta Thunberg.
For me, she's definitely like someone I really look up to.
My name is Greta Thunberg, and I want you to panic.
At just 16 years old, Greta Thunberg is the face of the climate revolution.
We can't wait for people like me to grow up and become the ones in charge.
She was only about 8 years old when she started listening to warnings from science.
Not only are these statistics alarming, they dispel any false sense of security.
At 11, she was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome.
This is what democracy looks like.
Long fixed on government failures on the climate crisis, she had become fearful for her future and the fate of the world. Inspired by America's school strikes for gun control, then 15-year-old Thunberg skipped school and took up a lonely strike outside the Swedish parliament to make a plea for the planet. By day 2, she had company.
Every Friday I am school striking for the climate.
By month 2, she was a viral hit on social media. She was already commanding an army of teenage activists from different countries, then different continents, to join her in the streets.
Kids should go to school. That's what we're committed to.
I assure you, we will go back to school the moment you start listening to the science and give us a future.
You have heard about Greta Thunberg.
And that's made her a prime target for climate change deniers and personal attacks.
It is very good to see you again.
Very good to see you.
Thank you so much.
But in a year's time, Thunberg was shaking hands with presidents and the Pope. She was raising her voice on the most prominent diplomatic stages, asking one question to her elders.
How dare you?
Last August, Thunberg held her own sign outside a government building. In black and white, it said "School Strike for the Climate." So how did she get here? How did she build this? A global movement at such a young age and in such a short period of time. While many believe it's her ability to convey her message in such black and white terms that have made her the face of a new generation.
She's uncowed and she's angry, and people get that.
Jessica Green is an associate professor of political science at the University of Toronto. She says Thunberg is not the first person to fight for political action on the climate crisis.
There have been many other First Nations people, people of color, people in frontline communities who have been organizing around climate change for decades. We need to recognize their efforts to enable Greta to do what she's been doing.
I am one of the very, very few people in the world who actually can do this.
Thunberg is on a global mission to make a difference. She can't do it alone.
It's not about Greta, it's about us. She has been the catalyst in getting people to wake up, and she is not going to be our salvation. We are going to be our own salvation.
This is not a drill. My name is Greta Thunberg.